What do you think happens when we die, Keanu Reeves?
I know that the ones who love us will miss us.
Who could you be if every setback, every challenge and every heartbreak only makes you stronger, more focused and more resilient? If you would picture a man who embodies this philosophy in every aspect of his life, this man should be no other than Keanu Reeves.
You're breathtaking!
In my opinion, the modern epitome of Stoicism. He is one of the few role models and actors who really went through a lot of bad things, but always got back stronger and never sold his soul. If you'd ask me, he is an excellent role model that basically all young men should look up to, even you. But you're probably asking, what makes him the ultimate role model and modern Stoic? Let's dive into this and I will explain all you need to know. And I would listen because he made it. Alright guys, Jeremy Grove here, and today we're not just talking about self-improvement in a generic video, but we're learning from someone who actually mastered it. Someone who, despite facing unimaginable hardships, which we will get into, always remained resilient, humble and kind. Keanu Reeves is probably known for his roles in the movies like The Matrix, John Wick, and for some of you, Knock Knock. But he's also known for being down to earth and being someone who didn't drown from his own ego. Something quite a few famous people struggle with. He is a man who embodies the principles of Stoicism like not many others do. At the same time, he's super successful, and I bet a lot of you would swap lives with him if you could. But the truth is, it's not just sunshine and rainbows in his life. Life hasn't been a smooth ride for Keanu. One could even say he was set up for failure very early in his life. His father left when he was just 3 years old, and it is statistically proven that kids who grow up without their father are more likely to drop out, be poor, get into prison, get depression, or even kill themselves. It sounds harsh, but it's the truth. But Keanu managed to face challenges like this and come out of it even stronger. He was able to find strength in adversity. In the following years he moved around a lot, which made him learn adaptability, a key Stoic trait very early on. In 1993 another bad thing happened. Keanu lost his close friend River Phoenix. Another tragedy that could break many of us. But instead of shying away or giving up, he cherished the memories of his friend and openly talked about it. He focused on the positive aspects and tried to accept the impermanence of life, another very typical Stoic trait. In the following years he slowly built his career and made himself a name with movies like Speed, which was one of the most successful movies in the box office in 1994. Yet he refused to take part in Speed 2 just because it didn't feel right for him. It seems like he didn't really care about the money, because that role would have probably made him a lot. And that actually should get rewarded very soon. 5 years later, in 1999, he had maybe his biggest role ever. Of course, it's Neo in The Matrix. This role made him more than $60 million alone. Not too bad, right? He didn't sell his soul to make more money after the success of Speed, but got it anyways because of his excellent skills and the huge success of The Matrix. I think that's something a lot of young men should look up to, including myself. But unfortunately, the tragedies didn't end here. 2 years later, he lost his daughter before she was even born. And soon after that, his love of his life in a car accident. Keanu has been through a lot. Yet again, he never let those events define him, and also didn't let them crush him completely. Instead, he learned from them, he overcame them and grew stronger. This is the essence of Stoicism, accepting life's challenges and using them as a stepping stone. And here is a man who almost does it perfectly in today's world. Now let's also talk about John Wick, one of his most famous roles and a character that's more than just guns and action. John Wick is a man who lost everything but channeled his pain into his purpose. John Wick's journey mirrors Keanu's life, and it's again showing us that with the right mindset we can overcome any obstacle. Maybe without the killing, but in its core essence. Looking back, it's been the same for The Matrix. Neo is trapped in a world full of illusions, seeking the truth. Isn't that somewhat of a reflection of Keanu's life again? A quest to find meaning in all the chaos, a challenge to find light in the dark times he had to go through. And even with roles like that, a massive net worth and rising rising to popularity like not many others do, he remains humble, down to earth and very kind. You've probably seen his clip in the subway where he gives away his seat to a woman, or him just sitting in the park and eating a sandwich like a normal guy, or maybe giving away money to homeless people or waiting in line for his own party. With all this success, he didn't develop a huge ego and he remains a positive spirit. He talks to people like they and he himself are normal people. It's funny that this is so special or surprising, but you don't see that level of humbleness every day with Hollywood stars. Keanu's life is not just a series of events. It's a testament to the power of stoicism and good values. It teaches us that tragedies aren't what define us, it's how we respond to them. His journey, marked by these peaks and valleys, should inspire every young man. His journey tells them that pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. That in the face of adversity, one can crumble or rise. And Keanu Reeves, time and again, has chosen to rise. And that should inspire everyone. So before we end this video, here are very important actionable steps that you can steal from Keanu to improve your own life. First, understand what's in your control and what's not. Keanu teaches us to focus on our actions and reactions and not external events. Second, embrace challenges as opportunities to grow. For Keanu, every setback is a setup for a comeback. And lastly, live in the present. Keanu's grounded nature reminds us to cherish the moment. Don't get lost in the what ifs of the future or the past. So next time you're faced with a challenge, maybe even ask yourself, what would Keanu do?
Good question.
Embrace stoicism, find your purpose, and remember that every challenge is an opportunity in disguise. Keep it up, King. You got this. Stay useful and bye.